it was beating me up, you know what I mean? It was taking over my mind. It was telling me I can't do it. You're gonna have to take that risk, because there's no quitting. You gotta prove yourself, and you gotta, you know, show that you can do it. You know? It's not gonna be given to you, and that's the scary part. You know what I mean? You gotta go through like the motions of falling.
You have this thought in your mind, and you think it's possible. You have this idea, and you know it's physically possible. You don't need to have crazy dreams. You don't need to be fit. It's all physics, and it's not about luck. And it hurts, you know.
How can I stop now after I did all this, beat myself up? When I can't go home and feel like I got robbed, you know. I need that accomplishment. I worked so hard, I can't stop now, you know. And a lot of times you don't feel so much of the pain till after, from the adrenaline of just wanting it so bad. Like, that's all your mind is focused on for that hour that you're spending at that spot, is just getting that trick, you know, so you can film it and watch it a million times after and critique yourself and see what you can do better.
I try to think about all the people that have done it before me, how great it's looked and how I admired them so significantly. And I just want to feel that sense of joy.
It goes from excitement to fear to nervousness to a moment of surrealness, like, oh my gosh, I'm actually doing this.
All different types of emotions, sometimes self-consciousness when other people are around, you feel like getting judged, or, you know, and other times it's different when you have like a lot of good friends around and stuff, getting some tricks and you feel really good about yourself.
And just be smooth and willing to be approachable of anything, you know. As nobody likes that guy that rips the park and you can't even say hi to, you know.
I don't care if you just started skating, if actually your style is like weak, anything like that, you feel awkward on a skateboard, just because you have that skateboard in your hand, I already accept you. Like, you're part of this. Like, this is a family. Like, I don't even have to know your name. Half the time I don't even know people's names. It's just, hey, that's that guy, he shreds, or that's that kid, he just started. Like, we're all just a community, and a lot of times at the skate park it's like if I got it, you got it type deal. We all just help each other out, and you know, we're just all there for each other. I don't know any of these people outside their lives, and they don't really know me in my life, but we come to the skate park and we know each other through there, and that's the only times we ever see each other, but we're best friends when we do, you know.
Sometimes I have a short fuse, and that's not good here because I'm with other dudes and we all have that right, and a little bump or a little phrase you might say might be taken out of context. So
I'm not really too much of like an angry person when I'm skateboarding. That's most of the reason why I skateboard is, like I said, it takes you away from everything else. But I just, you know, like, if somebody does a trick, even if it's something I've done for years, it's an easy trick or a hard trick, you just give them their props. They worked for it, and that's what you work for, you know. Like, a lot of times, like, you just want to do a trick and just so everybody else is seeing it, and you just want it to be seen, because, like I said, like, you go through that trick and you only seen it for a split second. You did it, you're surprised you even accomplished it, but everybody else there is slapping their boards, excited because they saw you push, they saw you work for it. You just give props where props are due.
it's about the passion, you know. The inner man will eventually be exposed by your actions, and what you have in here is going to be demonstrated.
You can have similar styles, but every style is your own. There's no two people that have that same flow or that same trick. You can all do the same trick and it will look different every time somebody does it.
There's not generally one style in skateboarding. There's so many styles, you know. It's like so many genres.
You see all these different styles from everybody else, and that's what inspires you to try to do these tricks to replicate this style, but once again, it's your own, so it's always going to look different.
And that's the beauty of it. And it's all opinion based. That's the style is important, and you'll have your own style once you know what I mean, spend a couple of years doing what you want to do.
It shows the looseness, the connection with your board. You know, when you're able to, you know, do a trick, you're being connected, and so your style has a lot to say, whether you're in tune with yourself and your board on some real shit. It's like, nobody likes bland steak, you know? You got a little put of pizzazz to it, make it your own, you know? I guess style says everything, you know? I can tell you how long I've been skating. I can tell you a lot about that individual to his style.
I would say my own style is very similar to my personality, as I'm just happy to be there, and my style doesn't really seem to be so clean cut, have to look like the rest of it, you know, try to be the best it can be. More so just having fun, kind of grooving with the ramps or the stairs, whatever it is I'm skating.
Describing my own style, I think I would put myself out there as one of the guys that's just throws himself out there and goes for that big trick.
And I want kids to understand that through my style, like, it's possible to connect yourself to your ideas with the work you have to put in, and then enjoy the fruits of your labor.
I try to skate as much as I can, really try to put it first when I get the chance to. Any chance I can get on the skateboard, making my day a little better. It doesn't always cooperate with my regular life, but I always do the best I can to get on the board.
Pretty much skating, as long as I am, I need to skate pretty much at least 4 days throughout the week, out of 7 days. And it's more than a habit, you know what I mean?
It sets goals for myself. I'm able to it's impacting me so much to bring balance of friends. It's really done a lot for me to balance me as an individual.
You just kind of take time for each, you know? That's what I love about skateboarding, just separates you from everything else you're doing in life, you know? It's almost its own thing.
We can push through the pain. We don't need to know you to give you a glass of water or whatever. We're not these individuals that go around your properties breaking them down, destroying them. We're not irresponsible kids that don't have nothing better else to do. We're not just these lazy bums, you know. We're not just potheads, you know. We don't just smoke weed and skate and drink all day. We're humans too, you know. Like, we have families, we have issues, we have, I speak for myself. I was, you know, just single, young, 14-year-old kid in the 4th largest city of the United States of America, being kicked out of my house. And this is the only thing I had, you know.
I would say some valuable traits I've learned from skateboarding is independence and confidence in myself and what I believe. Not afraid to really get out there, just be fearless, and to really know that you can put any problems aside, take it to your regular everyday life, and just land the life kickflip, you know?
I think it's really important to document those good memories that you have with your friends, as pictures are worth a million words. And you know, one day we're not all gonna be here. We're gonna be in different places.
I find it very important to document, not only for others to see, but for myself. I want to be able to look at my progress over time, and hopefully it can step me up to do bigger and better things, and maybe even motivate others for the same reason.
We don't do this for notoriety, or some people do it to become pro skateboarders, and some people just love to do it. And you don't get no recognition at the end, and you don't need none. And at the end of the day, you did your trick, and that's cool. But like I said, one day I'm gonna be 80 years old, and it'd be nice to show my grandkids, like, yeah, Grandpappy used to slide down here and there. Used to be a sidewalk surfer, you know. So yeah, it's very important.
You know, like I always see little kids coming to the park, or even grown adults, and you'll fall, and they'll be like laughing, like, oh, you fell. You know, that's an everyday thing with skateboarding. If you skateboard, you are falling every single time you do. Even if you're not like hurting yourself, that's just what skateboarding is: trying, perseverance. We go until we can't go anymore, or unless we get the trick, and it's a whole different perspective. Making a trick, usually it's just complete joy. It's almost like an overwhelming, just like, I can't believe I just did that. Like, you've just been sitting there for a half hour to an hour longer, beating yourself up, getting all types of scrapes and bruises, and just keep going at it just to that 1 second of just accomplishment. And usually, like, I always feel like landing a trick, you gotta go for it and land it a second try just to like feel that again, get that back, because it happens so quick, and you work so hard and it's over in a split second of just adrenaline and joy. Get the fuck out of here.